Hello friends, in this video let's quickly talk about how to migrate data from SQL Server to PostgreSQL Server. In the previous video we talked about the same, but we did the migration with the help of SSIS. Now people are questioning like, so do we need to know SSIS compulsory? Not required. There are multiple ways of doing the migrations from one source to other target. So in this video I'll talk about approach to or method to, whatever you call. So here I'm talking about source is a SQL server, target is a PostgreSQL server. I'm not using SSIS. I'm using direct SQL server to do the migrations without having SSIS knowledge. So as a part of prerequisites, I have SQL Server installed on my machine. I have PostgreSQL Server installed on my machine. Along with that, I need ODBC drivers. So once the ODBC drivers are installed, you need to do the configuration. I will show you where to do the configuration. Quickly go to the start and type for ODBC. So click on ODBC. So here you will get this window like this. So I already did the configuration for PostgreSQL 30, that's for ANSI, and PostgreSQL 35W, it's for Unicode. Okay, so otherwise, like for the first time if you are seeing, after installation of PostgreSQL drivers, let's click on add. So once you click on add, you can see the list of available drivers in your machine, in your server. You just select whatever the driver you want and click on finish. So once you click on finish, so it will show you the connection options here. Data source and Postgres database name and server username and description and port and password. So you can test it and you can click on save. Okay, so it's already saved here. Even for the same thing for Unicode as well. I saved both. So once you are done there, that's all about in the ODBC. Now let's quickly come to the SQL Server Management Studio and connect to the SQL Server Management Studio. And so let us see what is the source here. If you see, as per our discussion, source is SQL Server. My table name is EMPS. So which are of having 4 columns with 9 records. Okay, let's quickly run it and see these are the list of records. If you want to insert one new record and see, we can do that even. Okay, so now let's let me insert one more record. Insert into EMPS values of like a 9 comma Johnny comma, what is department name as tech or technical, whatever it is. Okay, comma salary of 3400. That's okay. Let me quickly insert. This is the okay. So now click on here. Total is 10 records we have. Okay, so that's fine. Now, so destination is, I created a similar table in the destination PostgreSQL with the name of EMPS2. Let's quickly run it. So this is the table structure: ID employee, EMP name, department name, and salary. These are the 4 columns are there with the same structure with the same column data types also I have. So once you are ready with the prerequisites, let's right click on a database where you have this table. So this table is available on the under the sample database. Let's right click on the sample database and click on task, click on export. I'm repeating, right click on a database where you have this table, click on task, click on export. So once you click on export here, so here if you remember, my source is SQL Server, destination is PostgreSQL. So you need to remember those. This is information widget, nothing to worry. Let's click on next. So this is a source window. Source is a SQL Server. Here you need to select the data source here. So as I mentioned, source is a SQL Server. You can simply select the directly SQL Server here. So Microsoft OLEDB provider for SQL Server. So even you can connect with ODBC as well, but OLEDB is a bit faster. I'll select in this case because I have a free OLEDB providers for SQL Server in my machine, and it's a free even for everybody. Okay, once you have a SQL Server license, you'll get everything. Okay, now let's quickly select the database here, sample database. Let's click on next. So now the second is window is destination. Choose a destination. So as I mentioned, the destination is PostgreSQL Server. So I need to connect with ODBC only, because ODBC only pre-providers for Postgres. Now here connection string. I do not need to write a full connection string here because I already configured in the ODBC section here. I simply need to type the name here. So I remember that name PostgreSQL 35W. I need to remember that name, probably you also while doing this. Okay. Now driver is PostgreSQL only. Okay. So that's it. I don't need to provide any username password because I already provided there. Let's click on next. So once you click on next, so it will ask you like a copy data from one or more table or views, or you want to go with only specific table. I want to go with a specific table. Let's click on select that and click on next and type the name of the table here. So let's type select star from EMPS. Yeah. Let's click on next. So now this is a source window. Now this is a destination window. So as I mentioned, my destination table is EMPS2. Okay. Let's quickly come here. Let's select the EMPS2. Where is EMPS2? Yes, this is a EMPS2. So now let's click on the edit mappings. So once you click on edit mappings, if there are any missed mappings or any wrong mappings are there, you can easily identify here. So I'm getting error. Let's quickly wait for it. Okay, so rather than writing into a existing table, let's put a separate name. Name of the table is EMPS some 4. Okay, now let's click on edit mappings. So it because the table is not there at all in the destination. Okay, so it automatically creates. Okay, so now I will show you the syntax also here. This is how the syntax is generating for a PostgreSQL destination table. Okay, it creates a new table. Currently I don't have EMPS4. Okay, so let's click on EMPS4 here and okay, and the even table mappings and column mappings already ready. Let's click on next. So now it will show you information here. So what it has been convert types without conversion checking. Currently I don't need to do anything because I don't have that much conversion data types here. So you can read it like a source is this, source provider is this, mapping to a file is this and all. Okay, now let's click on next. So here, do you want to run immediately or you want to save as a package? So without having SSIS knowledge here, you will be developing a package if you remember. Okay, I don't want to save this. Okay, whenever I need it, I'll do the same activity. Let's click on next. And you can see the total information, what exactly you are trying to do. Source location is this, source provider is this, copy rows from query to EMPS4, new target table will be created and package will not be saved, package will be run immediately. Click on finish. So once you click on finish, depends on the size of the table, it loads the data. Currently I have only 10 rows, it finished in seconds, but if you are doing the same activity in the real time, it might take an hours, it might take in minutes or seconds, it depends on the size. Click on close. So now the table is ready. Let's go to quickly tables here, refresh it and EMPS4, let's right click and click on select query. Yeah, you can do the select query. You can see them. You can run this. Yeah, this is the data. I have around these many 10 records are transferred from SQL Server to PostgreSQL. So this is how we do the data migration from SQL Server to PostgreSQL Server. So not only this, if you have any questions, please drop your question in the comment section. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Also follow me on Facebook for more technical updates. That's all about it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.